Morning guys, it's Darlene from Couture. I'm going to show you a small project. We're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to do the basics today. So this is a Couture transfer. It's going to come in a plastic sleeve like this. You're going to open it and remove the transfer. On the back are directions, so if you forget anything about how to use this product, you're going to refer back to your instructions. These are silkscreen transfers. They are similar to a stencil, but they have a silkscreen in them. So I am going to fold my corners under. It makes it easier for me to remove it from my surface. I've chosen a simple little chalkboard. This is either from Walmart or Michael's. I purchased stuff from all over the place. Hobby Lobby, Couture has surfaces. Wherever I find them, I just gather them and then I use them for whatever fits on them. This is a perfect little size A transfer, and I'm going to set that to the side for a minute. When you are applying a transfer to a surface that is a non-Couture surface, you're going to want to use wax on it on a chalkboard or on a painted surface. So we are going to wax this, and the wax that I like is Howard's Premium Paste Wax. It is from Home Depot. You're simply going to put a small amount on. You're going to wipe it off. You're just getting a little barrier in between your transfer and your surface so that your silkscreen transfer does not stick and not release, because it has sticky on the back, it has adhesive. You want to make sure it's going to come off. So then I take the paper towel and I wipe off the excess. And when your transfers are brand new, they're very sticky. So we're going to do what's called fuzzing. You're going to peel the backer off of your transfer, and you can see this is the sticky side. It's very, very sticky. And you're going to put it onto a towel. This is a fuzzing cloth from Couture. You can use an old towel. You can use your t-shirt. You're simply going to put it on there and then peel it off. It gets a little bit of the fuzz onto the back, makes it so it's not as sticky. You are going to put this onto your surface and just center it as best as you can, and then smooth out all your little air bubbles. That looks a little crooked. If you need to peel it up and redo it, that's fine. Okay, that looks better. Then smooth it from the center out. Just get all those air bubbles out. You don't want the chalk paste to go underneath. So these are our colors of chalk paste. This is Candy Apple Red, and we have Forget Me Not, our blue chalk paste. And you want it to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. If it's too thick, you're going to add a little bit of water. This is Marigold. This is an older color. I just wanted that for the sun. I wanted the sun to be really bright. Sometimes on a black background, the lighter yellow bumblebee doesn't show as well when it's a tiny, these little lines are tiny. So chose a brighter color, and this is bright white. So I have all of my chalk paste ready, and then I have my squeegees here that we're going to use. So there's different sizes. This is a mini squeegee, and this is a multi-tool. So I'll use the multi-tool for little areas. I think I can get in here with the mini squeegee. So I have extras available if I have problems. So I'm going to do Don't Quit Your in red. So don't quit your daydream. Everything is possible. So I'm going to do red, red. I'm going to do the blue, obviously the sun yellow, and the clouds will be white. So I have it all planned out. It's a great thing to plan out your colors before. If you sit there and are trying to think, what color should I do this? Your chalk paste will start drying on the transfer. Have a plan, figure it out, and then just start doing your chalking. So you're going to apply your chalk paste to your transfer, and you're going to squeegee off the excess. It goes back into your jar. The more you take off, the better, because it leaves a nice crisp finish underneath. because you've already pushed that chalk paste through that transfer. So don't worry that you could ever take off too much. It's not going to happen. These are our little mini stirrers. These are great. So this is from Couture. We used to use little makeup stirrers. Then they came out with their own stirrer, which is great. They're really inexpensive and they are reusable. I just wash them. Maybe some people throw them away, but there is no point in that. If it's plastic, it's reusable. Does not need to go in the trash. It needs to go in my sink. So I thought I would just do this little project and show you from start to finish what to do. And then I am off to my craft show. So you want to work rather quickly so this doesn't dry in your transfer. If you're concerned about that, you can get a damp paper towel and I can show you what we would do. That's a great idea for me to do that. So now I'm going to put the white on here and I'm going to try to just use the mini squeegee. I think I can get right in here. These are pretty flexible. They're rubbery and you can press hard to get this down into your area, through the silk screen down onto your board below. Everything's looking good. I think my chalk paste is still fine. I don't think that it's too dry. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna pull my transfer. It's a little hard to get right there, but it's okay. Doing the best that I can. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're gonna pull from the corners and pull down. So you do not want to pull diagonal. You're going to grab each corner and you're going to get it started, and then we're going to carefully just pull this off. Beautiful. That sun turned out perfect. All right, and then this is going to go into the water bath. I'm going to show you how to do that. So a water bath is simply a container of water. That is what a water bath is. So I'm going to move this so I don't get everything wet. So you put your transfer into a little container of water, swish it around to get some of the chalk paste off. Okay, you move some of my stuff, and then the suggestion is that we use Clorox wipes to wipe this. It cleans it, it disinfects it, and it also restores the stickiness to it. So put this onto your countertop or a nonstick surface. This is one of those baking mat type things that is a nonstick, and it will slide, so hold the corners of your transfer when you're wiping it. So I wipe this. This is what I do. I wipe it. Then I take my paper towel and I dry the top. I dry underneath. I flip it over. This one that has a lot of red in it, I am going to get a new Clorox wipe to wipe the back. So we want to make sure that we get all of the chalk paste off of here. And then this will go onto a paper towel to dry. And when it's done drying, we'll put it back on the backer sheet. Remember the backer sheet? This is the glossy side. The other side is not. I did not put an X on that. Generally, immediately, I put an X. I can see which side is matte. So I'm going to put an X on that right now in case somebody uses it later. The glossy side is the side that you're going to stick this back onto when it's dry. So this is going to go onto a paper towel to dry. And it should be dry in about 10 minutes. So I am going to clean up all my other stuff. I'm going to show you how to do that. These guys can simply go into our water bath. Any of the little tools that we used can go into the water bath to clean. It's water soluble. Then you're going to clean your jars. You're going to scrape the edges and then put your little tools into there. You will not be sorry taking extra time to do this. Do not just take your stirrer out and put your lid back on. You'll be sorry, because a little bit of the chalk paste usually gets on the top, and you do not want to have it be on there and glue itself together. So a great idea if you're not going to use your chalk paste for a little while. If you're using it later in the day, you don't need to do this. But if you're not using it for a few days, spray a little spray of water in there so that it keeps it moist. Then we're going to take paper towels and we're going to wipe the edge. So you could wet this in the sink, or you could just use your spray bottle. You're going to wipe the top of your thing, get all of that wet chalk paste off before you put the lids back on. This is a lifesaver. When you go to open up your jars, it is not going to be all stuck. So just wipe the edges, get all of that used stuff off of there, and then get all of your lids back on. You can tell my chalk paste get turned over. Sometimes I take these to the craft shows, so you can tell which one it goes to. Get all of your lids back on. Do all of this stuff, because you will not be sorry if you do all your maintenance. Your chalk paste will last forever and ever, and your transfers will last a long time. You want to make sure that you're taking good care of your transfers and your chalk paste. Your transfers are reusable. You can use them again and again. Corporate says 8 to 12 times. I say a lot more, but that's because I take good care of them. So I make sure that I wash my transfers as soon as I'm done using them. I wash my tools. Take the time to do that. It's worth that extra 5 minutes to just quickly get that done. Don't just leave it sitting there. But see, this comes off really easily. All you have to do is wipe it with your fingers. You don't need soap. I don't think that soap would be good to get in here and contaminate this. You simply need water. If you feel like you need to clean them more, use your Clorox wipe. You could use your Clorox wipes. At the craft shows, that's what I do. So I simply grab a Clorox wipe and start wiping, because I don't keep a container of water next to me. I did the first craft show and I had someone bump into it and it went all over the floor. Where we're at this craft show, there's carpets, so that would not be good. So I'll go back and I'll dry these. You can see there's a little bit of the water is cloudy. I usually use a bigger container. I'm simply using this to show you that it's very easy. A bigger container, they wouldn't be all colored like that, but simply you're going to dry them, and then they're going to be ready for the next. See how easily that is done? They're ready for me to use again. So that's your cleanup, start to finish, your project. Lots of paper towels. Invest in paper towels. Get the big container, the big package at Costco or Sam's Club or your Super Walmart. So there's our sign. Don't quit your daydream. Everything is possible. And I truly believe that. I believe that if you just keep believing in yourself and know that one step at a time, one day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time, just keep going forward. And if you slip backwards, if something happens and you come upon a big obstacle, just keep going forward. Don't forget that, you know, everything is possible. You just have to keep trying. So thank you for joining me. I will do some more tutorials later. I'm going to head to my craft show in about 15 minutes. Have a great day.